with their friends and to represent their country. Of Israel, he's their starter and he's their closer, and he'll be up against the aforementioned silver medalist Daniel WIMMER. WIMMER's 17, KHAPERSKY's 19. KHAPERSKY finished 18th in the individual event. And gets on the board first. So for those of you new to fencing, we're going to go to 45 touches in a ladder type of way. There's 9 different legs or bouts. It's a round robin of sorts. All 3 fencers fence the other 3 fencers. And you'll go first to 5, and then increments of 5 to 10, 15. You won't always reach those increments, but by the time you get to 6, you can go all the way up to 30, and eventually it's 45. You know, epee is a derivative of the old European duel, where the object was to draw blood on your opponent, so to speak, but not necessarily to maim them. And epee is like that also. Whoever hits first gets the point. If both fencers hit within 1/25th of a second, both lights can go on. It could be a double touch. The entire body is target from toe to head, so yes, it is a huge advantage if a fencer is tall and has a big reach advantage. A shorter fencer is going to have to be faster on their feet and take the opponent's blade to get inside their distance. And Fedor KHAPERSKY gets Israel off to a nice start against the silver medalist. Next up is Simon LIOZNYANSKY. He finished 14th in the individual. He's 19 years old, goes to the University of Pennsylvania, and he'll be up against Mordechai Milu LACHMAN. He's only 16, and he took 32nd in the individual competition. There's a nice riposte by LIOZNYANSKY. So the game plan for LIOZNYANSKY is to push. He's pushing to try to draw out LACHMAN's attack and make a parry riposte, which he did on the first action. So it's a clear tactic that he's using here right out of the gate. Well, it didn't work that time. Israeli coach yelling, Kadima, go! This time LACHMAN got LIOZNYANSKY's blade, but was unable to hit on the attack or the riposte, and LIOZNYANSKY was able to sneak one in there. The aggressiveness of Simon LIOZNYANSKY is paying off so far. It's been a minute and a half of full steam ahead for LIOZNYANSKY. And LACHMAN seems comfortable allowing it to happen. He's comfortably retreating into his 2-meter zone there, back at the end of the piste. And he scored a couple down there as well. The beat attack and the remise by LIOZNYANSKY. He was parried, but he first took the blade, he was parried, and then got the remise. There's no right of way in épée. Whoever hits first, hits first. There's the same as the first action. LIOZNYANSKY comes forward, draws out the attack by LACHMAN. LIOZNYANSKY takes it in a low line parry, an 8 or a 7 low line, and makes the riposte. Second or an 8. He tied the score, but wasn't able to get the lead. LACHMAN's able to score one there. We go to 10 here. Oh, and on the first step forward, LACHMAN caught LIOZNYANSKY, who a little bit upset, popped himself in the mask, frustration. And that's going to do it. There's the little tap signifying we agree to go to the minute break. So very interestingly, LIOZNYANSKY won that 5-4. He walked off the piste upset and frustrated because he was up 5-2 at one point. And LACHMAN, he's pumped up right now. It's simply amazing that one person had the lead, still did very well, and walked off disappointed, and the other person who actually fell behind by one was pumped up. The ebbs and flows of a team event. James SENNEWALD, 19, he took 34th. Against Alon SARID, he's 20 and took 65th. However, he's the reason that Israel is here. I'm not saying the others didn't contribute as well, but in the match against Hungary, in the 8th leg, he had like a gigantic 8-3 or 8-4 leg that completely turned the match around. Hungary was leading by as much as 5 or 6 the previous leg, and it was Alon SARID that turned the entire match around, and that's the reason Israel's here right now. Straight flush attack right in the middle of the piste. The danger of attacking in the middle of the piece is that your opponent can see it coming and retreat out of distance or parry it. But there, SARID was so quick, he surprised SENNEWALD. By the way, the closers will be KHAPERSKIY, who was in the first leg, and LIOZNYANSKY, who we just saw in the second leg. KHAPERSKY's been closing all of the matches for Israel, whereas the United States has been alternating, I believe, between WIMMER and LIOZNYANSKY. Sometimes that decision is made based on the matchups and how certain fencers do against other fencers. Referee's going to take a look at this. a long look at it. So you have a referee from the piste, the main ref, and the video ref, and they look at it together, usually come to an agreement, and here's what their decision is. No touch. Oh, stepping in was SENNEWALD, timing it perfectly, and he gets on the board. Each fencer with a long lunge, trying to hit the opponent. So that's the action where SARID scored his first attack on the flesh. This time SENNEWALD was ready for it and was able to get a double touch. SENNEWALD a little lucky to get that double there. He was a little bit out of balance after his first action fell short. But a good double for him. That's after the referee's allowing it. That's going to be challenged that he had passed already. That was close. If the body hasn't completely passed, it's going to be a good touch. My angle was not the best, so I'll reserve judgment, but that was pretty close to being passed. Once you pass your opponent, you can't score a touch, but that was borderline. The fencers get one challenge per leg. So if this is not overturned, SENNEWALD won't have any more. This is going to be a really close one. But when they look at the video review in slow motion, they'll be able to figure out when the touch scored and whether he had passed before it scored. Here's the verdict. Yeah, it was no touch. That was passed. That's what I felt. That's what I said. And that's what they agree. Long lunge in the middle of the piece for James SENNEWALD. And again, SARID, he was timing that. He saw SENNEWALD's rhythm with his footwork, and when he saw he was sort of flat-footed, that's when he fleshed. He's got two of those and one double, so he's very successful action for him in this. Oh, and there's the counter. And after that great lunge attack in the middle by SENNEWALD, SARID's come right back with two of his own, snuffing out whatever momentum was there. That's it. The target score was 15 there, so that means the fourth leg, we can go all the way up to 20. That'll bring up LACHMAN against WIMMER. WIMMER was 2 5 against KHAPERSKIY, -3. LACHMAN was 4-5 against LIOZNYANSKY, -1. But it was a good -1 because he was -3 at one point. Fourth of 9 legs underway. So the Americans have a clear game plan against LACHMAN. You could see SENNEWALD fence his bout sort of in the middle. WIMMER fence his in the middle. And both WIMMER and LIOZNYANSKY have gone after LACHMAN, who was able to pick up the blade with a beautiful riposte there. So it's very interesting how that they have a game plan to go after one fencer and push him to the back. And LACHMAN is comfortable. He's not fighting it. He's very comfortable back there. And I would say right now he's about 50-50, getting hit and scoring touches. So it's not like the Americans' tactic has really borne fruit. LACHMAN got away with that because he was out of distance and off balance, and WIMMER just couldn't take advantage. Oh, WIMMER went right over. He ducked, and his point went right over the mask of LACHMAN, who I think scored on his second shot. Right now, the Americans' tactic of going after LACHMAN is backfiring. They got into a what? Oh my! Oh my! This touch has been annulled. WIMMER got into that boxing match. The light went on. He got it. The referee is saying he utilized his back arm. Utilization of your back arm is an immediate red card. Let's see if this is upheld or reversed. Boom! He gets the red card. Wow, that was a double whammy. Instead of scoring the touch, it's annulled and the opponent gets one. That's a great call by the referee. Mordechai, LACHMAN, they went after him, but he's coming out on top. Wily and squirmy and strong on the blade. I think both fencers are going to let this go to time. LACHMAN shouldn't commit himself, and I think WIMMER at this point, he's thrown the kitchen sink at LACHMAN, and LACHMAN's thrown it back. This is probably going to run out the last 20 seconds. Maybe not. It's a 4-0 leg for LACHMAN, and WIMMER, who was 2-5, -3, he's going to be -7 after 2. This is the silver medalist. Quite unexpected. The Israeli box is on fire. They are pumped up, and you can see the American box is down. They need a little spark from James SENNEWALD here. SENNEWALD had a good leg. It was 4-5 with SARID. And he's going up against the closer, KHAPERSKIY. Big lefty. This is the 5th of 9 legs. We're underway. We can go to a target score of 25. Oh, it's an unforced error by KHAPERSKIY. He attacked in the middle of the piece from 2 zip codes away, and that gave SENNEWALD a chance to take the step back parry and make the riposte. So KHAPERSKIY rushed that one, paid the price, and he's being a little careful here. He's got a big 6-touch lead. There's no reason to overcommit like that. Your opponent has to take the risk, not you. Doesn't mean you want to be passive like that. So he inherently wants to attack, and he's probably going to have to take some more aggressive actions here like the first one, but just try to set it up better. Okay, got the double that time. He was a little bit closer when he made that flesh. The fun and beauty and excitement of these real-life formats is that one fencer can get on a run and a roll and change the entire momentum and the lead, as it happened with Israel against Hungary. All it takes is one hot bout. SARID did it against Hungary. SENNEWALD started off here hot. Let's see if he can do it here. Got into both of them fighting on the blade, and KHAPERSKIY won that one. These are good doubles by KHAPERSKIY. It's all he needs. 6-touch lead, just keep doubling, get towards the target score, which is 25. That was a nice one right in the middle by SENNEWALD. It woke up his team a little bit too for the first time in a while. SENNEWALD's cut the lead by 2. Make that 3! He's feeling it right now, and KHAPERSKIY is a little concerned on these attacks. He's been hit twice while attacking. Oh, SENNEWALD a little over anxious there. They might be going to the breaker. They seem like they've sort of backed off here after the hot in furious action here. We had 10 touches in the first 2 minutes. They are. Good job by James. SENNEWALD cuts the 7-point lead down to 5, chipping away. Bring us to the 6th leg where we can go up to a target score of 30. And up will be SARID against LIOZNYANSKY. LIOZNYANSKY was 5-4 over LACHMAN. He was 5-2 at one point. He actually came off the piece disappointed in himself because he had it going, and all of a sudden LACHMAN scored 2. Okay, so a change in momentum a little bit there. Sometimes in these team matches, one fencer gets on a roll and just can go get a lot of touches. Sometimes you have to chip away, cut the lead. 7 is now 5. Let's see if LIOZNYANSKY can make it a little bit less. I think there's a substitution happening because the video referee has just walked over to the Israeli box, so I do believe there's going to be a substitution. I think they might be taking WIMMER out for IMREK. That's got to be what it is. Because WIMMER just, he wasn't on it here. And IMREK is a touch-scoring machine with a very awkward style. Yep, I see IMREK. He's starting to warm up a little bit, so he'll be in for WIMMER. And he's a wild card. Big beat attack by SARID. He found the blade. Nice one by LIOZNYANSKY. SARID went for the leg, it looked like the knee area, and just made a counterattack while he pulled the leg back. That's body contact, that's after hold. He gave a card. He gave a card to LIOZNYANSKY, and the reason, core. They're asking for video. All right, so here's what happened. Body contact or core is legal, garden variety body contact. If you jostle your opponent, that's a card. If you core and get body contact to avoid being hit on a riposte, which is what the referee's saying here, that's also a yellow card. But that's what the referee is saying. And that's Misha Pagiev. He's the most experienced EPEE referee probably in the world. Anyone that watches fencing has seen him. And let's see what the call is going to finally be. I mean, it was obviously body contact. The touch was after the body contact. So he's going to give a red card. So that's a bombshell. He said he used the left hand, so this is the second time in this gold medal match where the Americans have been called for using the back arm. You don't see it very often, and we've seen it twice. Wow. LIOZNYANSKY's now scored on, his last 2 have been on counterattacks. So it's within 5 again. Can he chip away? This is the Closest it's been for the Americans. Can they make it 4? SARID saw that coming from a mile away and was able to duck, causing LIOZNYANSKY to miss, fly over the top. Back to 6. Oh, and right in the middle. Back, now it's up to 7, tying the largest lead for Israel. SARID attacked to the low line there. It's a double. He attacked to the low line, which is a really strong defensive area for LIOZNYANSKY. He's got a very good low line parry. So we can go to 30. That's that low line parry. It's not the spot to attack LIOZNYANSKY. Brought it back down to a 5-point deficit. Half a minute to go. Tried for the counterattack there. Almost had it. Looked like he was out first and missed. That's the first backstep LIOZNYANSKY's taken. He went after LACHMAN. He's going after SARID. That'll do it. Israel maintains a 6-point lead. So it's IMREK in for SENNEWALD. This is the aforementioned Elijah IMREK. And this will be an interesting one because he's got a really awkward style. He's able to score a lot of touches. And this is the moment for the United States. There you see it. A little modified curly shuffle there. And there he goes. This is tough to fence against a guy like this because he's so capable of scoring touches from different places, and you're watching him do all these crazy gyrations and weird on guard position, and it can throw you off. Nice attack by LACHMAN. Ducking under LACHMAN's attack is IMREK. He's pumped up. The bench is coming to life. It's back to that 5-point deficit. They haven't been able to get it to 4. Can Elijah IMREK do it? Look at that. And he brings it to win 4. Bench is the fans are getting excited as well. Everyone's popping here for Elijah IMREK. If LACHMAN fleshes, he knows that IMREK is going to duck. But look at this. He's timing him beautifully right now. They're within 3. I said he was the wild card. He sure is. Oh, good double. LACHMAN got a good double. He's got to be busier. He's allowing IMREK to set up and do whatever he wants on his terms, on his timing, and he feels comfortable doing it. He doesn't feel threatened by LACHMAN. LACHMAN has to be busier. LACHMAN's reacting to everything. That's a good touch. He's within 2. And he wants more. Another one comes at you like a crippled crab. You don't know what he's going to do next. Within 1. And he's tied the score off the bench. This is what can happen in these team relays. One fencer gets hot and the other fencer's in quicksand. And how about that? The USA team bench, they were sitting down in their chairs just looking really glum about 3 minutes ago. Now they're standing up out of their chairs and they're all pumped. So now it's up for Alon SARID to right the ship for Israel in against WIMMER. Now WIMMER's had a rough time here. 2-5 against KHAPERSKIY, 0-4 against LACHMAN. SARID was 5-4 over SENNEWALD and 7-6 over LIOZNYANSKY. So let's see if Nathaniel WIMMER can get it into gear here. The individual silver medalist and last year's cadet world champion. The U.S. needs to take the lead. They climbed up this hill from being down 7, and they do it. Now I look at the Israel box, and they look like the United States box looked about 3-4 minutes ago. Boy, does it change quickly in these team matches. It's the 8th leg, the penultimate leg, the next to last leg. Another one! And the Israelis really have to get it together right now. This can go all the way up to 40. And this match has changed completely. The World Championship on the line. Can Israel get it back right now? Out of distance, and he paid the price. SARID attack from out distance. We've seen that before. Nathaniel WIMMER on a roll here, and they have a 3-touch lead. Who would have had this on their bingo card about 5-6 minutes ago? SARID needs one. He's got the territorial edge right now. Can he cash it in? Oh, they got into a boxing match, and he did. He's challenging this because of turning or use of the back arm. We'll see. Taking a good long look at this. Wow, they're taking a really long look. A very long look. Well, they have found whatever they're looking for, and here is the verdict. What a great call by Nathaniel WIMMER. Must have used the back arm, which is an immediate red card. If we go to 40, it's all gone right for the United States after Elijah IMREK came off the bench. Another one. Up by 5. They were down by 7. A 12-point turnaround in the last 2.5 legs. SARID needs to get one. Wow, a 5-0 shellacking. And it all started with Elijah IMREK. He was a wrecking ball, an IMREKing ball. Okay, Fedor KHAPERSKIY has his work cut out again, for him. Up against Simon LIOZNYANSKY. I do believe this will be, if the United States is able to hold on, it will be the first ever men's junior EPEE team world championship for them. Ninth and final leg. We go up to 45. That's a great double by LIOZNYANSKY. A great double by LIOZNYANSKY. That's all he needs. Plenty of time here for KHAPERSKIY. No need to rush. Needs to set it up. Try to push LIOZNYANSKY to the back of the piece there. Increase the odds of not letting him get a double. Oh, LIOZNYANSKY's feeling it right there on the riposte. Three doubles for LIOZNYANSKY. Too easy for him. He's everything's working. Great double again. United States of America they're within 3 of becoming the world champions. Seems like a foregone conclusion. It's only a matter of time. LIOZNYANSKY's going to wait back. That's the last time I think he's attacking in the middle. He's just going to go for doubles, I believe. Maybe riposte. Double it is. One away from history. Oh, he had the riposte. He set it up and couldn't put the light on. And the United States is the world champion in junior men's epee. A very appreciative crowd. So, thrill of victory, agony of defeat. Israel could taste it. And then all of a sudden, the United States made a substitution and brought in Elijah IMREK, who has a unique style, to say the least, and able to score a lot of touches as well. And the combination of those two things changed this